be clear about the terminology that what is. So we will first take what is heredity. What is this heredity? Okay, तो heredity है क्या? What is this heredity? Heredity. Heredity is the process of transfer of traits. Simply we can say that it is the process of transfer of traits, characters, traits, or we can say also process of transfer of characters. Or we can also if we will elaborate it, we can also say that passing of, right, we can say passing of characters, from one generation to the next generation, one generation to the next generation, right? For example, I will give you an example. For example, my father got the characters from his father and mother. This is my father, and he got the characters from his father and mother. This is his father, and it is my grandfather, but it is his father and mother. He got the characters from these persons. He got the characters from this, and here I am, and I got the characters from my father. And my baby, it is me, here, it is me, and my baby will get, in future, my baby will get the characters from me, right? So what is this? This is heredity. Heredity and inheritance are almost same. So we have here learned about heredity. See, there are many there is good significance of this heredity. We can protect our young generation, or we can say our children, from many genetic diseases like hemophilia, etc. Only because of this heredity. We can see which characters are passing, and we can protect them from many harmful genetic diseases, right? So as you have learned now about the heredity, right? So next term, as I have already told you, we will first learn about the terminology. So next important term here is variation. What is variation, right? What is variation? For example, I will say you variation means difference. Like me and you, we are same, although we are humans, but we are different. I'm not like you. My eyes are big, yours are small. My ears may be a little bigger than you, and etc. There are many characters. See, two brothers are not same. From the same, although they are the offspring from the same parents, but they are not same. This is variation. So what is variation? Variation is the difference. It is the difference. So variation is the difference in the characters. It is the difference in the, or we can say traits. It is the difference in the traits among the individuals of a species, among the individuals of a species, right? Individuals of a species. But this variation is of generally of two types. Number first is called types. I can say types of variation. It is of generally two types. Now first variation is called somatic variation. Somatic variation. And the second one is called germinal variation. What is that called? Germinal variation. Right? So what is the difference between the two? What is somatic variation and what is the germinal variation? See, dear students, I will tell you what is somatic variation and what is germinal variation. Variation in the body type. Variation in the, it is the variation in the body type. It is, the somatic variation is the variation in the body type. Body type. For example, I am an athlete, or I am a bodybuilder. I have muscles, biceps, triceps, and I am just having a body. I am bodybuilder. And when my offsprings will come in here in this world, in this when they will get born, they may not be having the same body structure which I am having. I have made these muscles. I am doing many exercise in order to build my body. But my kids may not be having the same muscles. That type of variation is called a somatic variation. So what I can say, this variation, this somatic variation, this is not possessed. So I will write here, these variations are not possessed, but they die. These variations die. They die with the death of organism. With the death of organism. I have given you the best example of muscles, of bodybuilding. I have given the best example of muscles. For example, muscle body or bodybuilding. I have given you the best example of it. Now let me tell you what is germinal variation. What is germinal variation? Oh, yes, it is the variation it occurs in germ cells. Good, it occurs in germ cells. Right, it occurs in germ. The main cause of germinal variations or changes in DNA. Yes, changes in DNA. Changes in DNA or gene and in chromosomes this type of variation, this germinal variation, they gets passed from one generation to next generation. So we have discussed here this variation types. Now we will close our topic with a little heading here. There is a significance. We will learn about the significance of variation and we will close after it. Okay, what is significance? Yes, this significant variation, it is important. Why is it important? Why is this variation important? Because they provide raw material for evolution and selection. First, it provide us what variation. Yes, variation provide us raw material. It provides us raw material for evolution and selection. For evolution and selection, yes, it helps organisms to adapt themselves to the environment. What it helps the organism. For example, I will tell you an example. For example, देखो अगर मैं कहूँ आपको मेरे कान थोड़े से बड़े हैं और दूसरे टीचर के थोड़े छोटे हैं. अब अगर मेरे कान अच्छे हैं, मतलब इन्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से ठीक है, काम दे रहे हैं अच्छी तरह से, मेरे कान अच्छा काम दे रहे हैं, तो ये वेरिएशन ठीक है. और जिसके छोटे हैं वो उनको पास ऑन नहीं कर पाएगा, मैं पास ऑन कर पाऊँगा और मैं सिलेक्टेड ऑर्गेनिज्म बनूँगा और वो रिसेसिव हो जाएगा, मैं डोमिनेट करूँगा. आपको समझ आया? तो what is the significance? It helps the organisms to adopt. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जो मंकीज जैसे बोल रहे हैं ना, साइंस में बोलते हैं कि डार्विन की थ्योरी थी ना, तो मंकीज थे, मंकीज के बाद थोड़ा पोस्चर चेंज हो गया और ह्यूमन बीइंग बन गए. तो जो मंकीज टेढ़े चल रहे थे ना, वो वहाँ ही ख़त्म हो गए, मतलब उनका एवोल्यूशन नहीं हुआ. और जो खड्डे थे चल रहे थे, उनका एवोल्यूशन आगे होता रहा. समझाई? तो what is it? It helps the organisms to adapt to the environmental changes. New characters are produced in the organism. New characters produce हो जाते हैं. क्या? New characters are produced by this variation in the organism. So here we completed our topic of variation, heredity and variation. I discussed some terms with you. Hope you have learned them fully. Inshallah, in the another topic, on another day, we will learn more about this heredity and evolution. So for today, thank you.